this section of our daily AI Spotlight teaching series. The goal of this teaching series is to help individual get into the world of AI. Um, if you are struggling to know how you can get your feet into artificial intelligence, or you do not have any basic understanding about AI, joining this teaching series will take you, to that destination. And the good thing is, we're starting from the basic level, and we're going to take it to the advanced level. And this is going to be a daily 1 hour teaching series. And we're using the Microsoft resources, the learning parts. At the end of this section, I'm going to share it on all my social media platforms so that you can create an account and you can go through the modules yourself. I know some people, a lot of people are kind of confused because there's a lot of materials online and you don't know which one you need. And some people are just overwhelmed by too much resources, not knowing what resource that they need to help them, kickstart their AI career or have an understanding about it. And if you join me in this journey, I can promise that you are going to get to that destination where you understand everything about artificial intelligence. As you all know, I'm into AI. I engage different AI professionals. I interview companies that build AI products. I'm building a community and a hub where people can get up to date information on what's going on in the world of artificial intelligence, from becoming informed or getting latest information on new AI technology and what kind of innovation is taking place in the AI space. That if you're trying to get yourself inundated with this latest AI information, you want to follow me on all my channels and you will get it, very fresh. Yeah, as soon as it's been released. And yeah, there's a lot of discussion we'll be engaging. We'll be having one-on-one live podcasts. We've been having live stream. I've been bringing different AI startups and founders, and we've been having meaningful conversation about the vision behind their AI organization and also what kind of challenges are they solving with their AI solution. And it's been amazing, this solution, various solution, very diverse solution addressing different kinds of business need. Okay, the last time we're working on introduction to AI concepts, and the last module, I think it has 9 modules. Then the last module is responsible AI. For some reason, I didn't turn on my what's it called, my sound. Then I was muted. Then I'm sorry for that. That is why I'm retaking this class. Okay, without wasting too much time, let's get this class started. Okay, let's listen to this.
AI has the potential to drive amazing advances in science and society and to improve the lives of millions around the world. But there's also the potential for abuse or misuse of this technology, which is why we need to talk about responsible AI. Now, I'm planning some questionable activities while I'm in Paris. Let's see if Copilot can help me. Well, that's not very helpful. All right, let's try something else. You're no fun. Now, the reason that Copilot wasn't able to help me with my nefarious plans is that its developers have applied content filters to safeguard the types of response that it can give. And that's part of a wider approach to responsible AI. Microsoft has defined a set of principles for responsible AI. The first of these principles is fairness. the idea that AI systems should treat all people fairly. Reliability and safety is another important principle. Any AI systems that you build need to perform reliably and safely. Privacy and security is also important. We need to protect the data that was used to train models, and we need to respect the privacy of the users who use them. Inclusiveness is another important principle. AI systems should empower everyone and engage people. It's also important that AI systems be transparent. Users should be able to understand what the system is doing and be comfortable using it. And finally, accountability is an important principle. The people who design and build AI systems need to be accountable for what they do. Applying responsible AI practices helps protect users and developers from unintended consequences that could potentially lead to harm. By using AI responsibly, we can make sure that everyone benefits from the amazing advances and incredible things that AI makes possible.
Well, that is interesting. I think I kind of like the use case, and I'm going to reiterate what he just said. Just the part that I think is more insightful. Um, One thing about responsible when if you've been joining my daily AI book reading, you must have had enough context about what is responsible AI. We've been having that discussion since the beginning of this year. If you want to catch up on other content content that we've discussed regarding to responsible AI, I would suggest that you follow me on Instagram and also on YouTube. On Instagram for the past 6 months, we've been reading several AI books with major emphasis on responsible AI, AI ethics, and AI governance. And we also have a YouTube channel that is called the AI Book Club. You can also find some of this recording um, on the YouTube channel. Okay, now when responsible AI is incorporated in the design of an AI technology, it helps to prevent any what's the word to use uh, any unfriendly use of the artificial intelligence technology. And I'm going to give you some instance. If you're trying to use an AI technology to carry out a nefarious activities, maybe try to carry out the mission of elimination, trying to get some evil suggestion or evil recommendation, uh, trying to use AI for fraudulent practices, then if an AI technology has been incorporated with some of these principles, you are not going to get this unfriendly suggestion or this using AI for unethical things, trying to get advice from AI for unethical lifestyle, unethical culture, unethical practices, unacceptable behavior. Then, when responsible AI has been incorporated into a technology, or if an AI technology was built in compliance with responsible AI principles, you will not be able to use it for nefarious activities or be things that are not acceptable, things that you are not proud of sharing with others. Someone who's a sinister, someone that have maybe an evil thought. You can't use AI, to express your evil your evil thought, your evil attitude, your evil behavior. Yeah, you can use AI to do that if that AI was designed in compliance with responsible AI principles. And that is the whole essence of responsible AI. Responsible AI is a set of ethical principles to discourage the misuse of artificial intelligence, to discourage the use of AI for the wrong reason, for the wrong purpose. Yeah, because AI is meant or is designed or is a technology that is being created or developed to do good to humanity and not to harm humanity, not to pose threat to the human society, but to add value to the human society. And that is why there's been a lot of advocacy about AI for the common good, AI for good. Then this section is talking about or exploring the responsible AI principles. Now, the first on our list is fairness. And let's read the context that we have here. He said AI models are trained using data which is generally sourced and selected by humans. There is substantial risk that data selection criteria or the data itself reflect unconscious bias that may cause a model to produce discriminatory outputs. A developer needs to take care to minimize bias in training data and test AI system for fairness. Now, what is the opposite? Now let's try to use our IQ here. What's the opposite of fairness? Biasness. If an AI technology is not fair, then it will be biased. Then, in order to prevent the biased nature of artificial intelligence technology, there are certain criteria that must be considered when the AI technology is being developed. Now, if you are hearing or if you are joining this, hearing any information about artificial intelligence for the first time, now one thing you need to get clear is the development of an AI technology or an AI technology existence is dependent on the quality of data or the data that is being used to train the model. Then AI is fueled by data, the quality of the data, the nature of the data. Then the nature and attribute of a data can influence the performance of an AI technology. The nature of a data can determine the performance of an AI technology, can determine the pattern, the attitude of an AI technology. Then if you are expecting to have an AI technology that will exhibit high level of performance, you must be ready to what get data that are in good quality, in good stand. Now, one way that biasness can be introduced to the nature of a data or to the performance of an AI technology is when you are using a data that is not inclusive in nature. And I'm going to give you a use case. If you're building an AI solution that can be leveraged by both male and female, you don't use a one sided gender data to train the model or to build or develop the AI technology. You don't use only data for men, for boys, to develop an AI technology that is expected or designed to be used by both male and female. Then, in order for the AI technology not to exhibit biasness or not to be biased towards the female gender, you have to use equal data set. A data set for male, a data set for female. So that when you are training the model will, the performance of the model will demonstrate a nature that recognize the nature of male and also the nature of female. Then that is a simple use case of or a simple use case of a factor that can determine the performance or the attribute of an AI technology. And this is where the concept of fairness comes to place. Then the responsible AI principle is saying or advocating that build AI technology that are fair in nature or that will exhibit fairness in their what? In their usability. That it is important for an AI technology to be fair in nature, not being biased towards one group. AI, when you're using an AI technology, it should be used by all. It should not favor Christianity and the other religion or people that practice Islam can't use it. Or somebody who is not practicing any form of religion cannot use it. No. AI technology is meant to be used by all humanity, all human race. No one is exempted from using it. Then if you want your AI technology, or when you are building an AI technology or you are strategizing in developing an AI technology and AI solution, one principle that you have to comply to in your strategy phase, in your design phase, in your development phase is the principle of fairness. Let's move to the next. Reliability and safety. AI is based on probabilistic model. It is not infallible. AI powered application need to take this into account and mitigate risks accordingly. Now, how reliable is AI? To what extent can we trust the judgment of an AI technology? To what extent can the financial industry trust AI technology in decision making towards maybe what's it called? Credit request application, towards lending application, maybe an application that is submitted by someone who is requesting to lend some money from the bank, or someone who is submitting a credit card application. To what extent can the banking industry trust the decision made by the AI technology, by the AI chatbot? To what extent can the healthcare trust the diagnosis identified by AI technology? Because whether we like it or not, we are going to get to a phase where AI technology will become a major decision maker. And I said it in today's book reading. I said that AI technology will become an important piece of our decision making process. Can we trust the intelligence of artificial intelligence? Can we trust the decision making intelligence of artificial intelligence? Can we trust it? But the only way this can be achieved is when the AI technology is built and developed in a way to ensure that it is reliable and safe to use. Then there are certain criteria that has to be considered in order to achieve or build an AI technology that is reliable and safe to use. Now, when we talk about reliability, reliability can be looked in different forms. The reliability of an AI system, reliable in the sense that the reliability in the sense that what is the level of interpretability of the AI system? What is the level of the explainability of the AI system? This has no, I'm actually looking at how can we measure the reliability of an AI system. Yeah, one way to do that is by measuring the interpretability of the AI system. Two, measuring the explainability of the AI system. Three, measuring the decision making process of the AI system, the decision, the outputs. Now, in order for an AI system to demonstrate all these attitude or behavior or attributes that I just mentioned, there are certain things that has to be done in the building of the AI solution. There are certain parameters, there are certain equipment, there are certain Python code that has to be written. There are certain mathematical expression that has to be integrated when building that AI solution so that the AI solution can demonstrate explainability, interpretability, and also good decision making or high level or demonstrating high intelligence in terms of decision making. I believe there are other factors that can be used to measure or evaluate the reliability of an AI system. But these are just a few of them I'm mentioning based on my understanding. Now, let's look at safety. Safety in the sense that building an AI technology that will not pose that will not pose threats to individuals, to human society, that will not be a threat to the business, to the what is it called, to the business brand, that will not be a threat to customer data. Then, for an AI system, for an AI system to demonstrate the certainty of safety, there are certain parameters and metrics that have to be put in place to ensure the safety of an AI technology. Now, let let us explore few ways to measure the safety of an AI technology. One way is building an AI technology that ensure the privacy of your data. Yeah, that is one way of measuring the safety of an AI technology. Can I trust the AI technology with my personal information? If I'm imputing confidential information in my AI technology, does the AI technology has some kind of encryption capability or maxing? Encryption or maxing, is a process where when you enter a sensitive information into an AI technology, the AI technology cannot be able to see it or penetrate or to have access to those sensitive information. Then that is what we mean by encryptions, anonymization, the maxing. Yeah, that is what we mean, by ensuring that the AI technology does not have access to such data. Now, that is one of the way to measure the safety of an AI technology. How safe is my data my personal information when I'm interacting or when I'm using an AI technology. Then another way of measuring safety of an AI technology is restricting the AI technology from demonstrating, supporting on ethical questions. Yeah, the AI technology should be restricted from giving advices that could lead to the extinction of an individual or that could drive one crazy or that could influence or induce an individual to do what is unethical and unacceptable. Then putting a limit, some kind of guardrails within the AI technology to prevent it from performing unethical tasks or responding to unethical questions is another way to guarantee the safety of the AI technology. Now, we've been able to look at how the reliability of an AI system can be evaluated and how the safety of an AI technology can also be assessed or measured. Let's go to the third principle, privacy and security. Models are trained using data which may include personal information. AI developers have a responsibility to ensure that the training data is kept secure and that the trained model themselves can be used to novel private, personal, or organization details. That is what I'm saying. Then an AI technology must guarantee the privacy and security of its users. It must guarantee the privacy and security of employees' information. It must guarantee the privacy and the security of customer data. It must guarantee the security and privacy of business data. It must guarantee the security and the privacy of personal identifying information or confidential information. Now, these are one of the key elements of the responsible AI principles. These are one of the elements that should be considered when you are building an AI technology or when you are building an AI solution. When you are building an AI technology and AI solution, privacy and security is one of those principles that your AI technology must fall in compliance with. It is very expedient, it is very essential. And as an individual, if you are using or downloading any AI app on your phone, you need to read what is the guarantee. How will your data be protected? You need to know about the privacy policy of the AI technology that you are downloading on your phone. When you download when you input an information into an AI technology, is your information, is it taken away from you without your consent? Is it extracted to another domain without your consent? Is it being used in another country in order, in order to use that same information to manipulate you? When you are using an AI technology, how safe is their server from hackers? These are some of the questions you need to ask yourself before you download an AI technology into your phone. And that is why a lot of people have been a victim of individuals that have easy access to their bank app, to their bank account. Sometimes they didn't have a direct access to the bank app, but some of the application, the AI app that you downloaded on your phone, through that they were able to have access to sensitive information, and they were able to have access to your phone. Then you have to be very careful. And that is why understanding the concept of responsible AI principles will make you a prudent individual in terms of making decision what AI app is safe to use, what AI app can stay on my phone. This is very important. Okay, let's move to the next, inclusiveness. This is so simple. The potential of AI to improve lives and drive success should be open to everyone. AI developers should strive to ensure that the solution don't exclude some users. Now, one of the first principle of responsible AI principles is the principle of transparency. Transparency in the sense that AI make it mandatory that when you're building an AI solution, you have to be transparent to everyone that will be interacting, that will be using the AI technology that is involved in the building of the AI solution. And that is the reason, because of transparency, the principle of transparency, it is mandated for you to document every phase of your AI journey. When I talk about the AI journey, now let us look at AI journey of an individual, AI journey of an organization. The AI journey of an individual start from the moment that you are looking for an AI technology that could help you to solve a personal problem, or that you could use maybe to start up a business or to solve a business problem. Maybe you're a small business owner, or maybe you have some kind of health issues, or you do not have the fund, to subscribe to a physical therapist. And now there's an AI technology, there's an AI therapist. All you need to do is to pay $20 per month. But if you're using an actual therapist, maybe you have to pay up to $200 every month. Now, if you are making that decision to make an AI as your personal AI therapist, that is your individual AI journey. You might go to Google and look for AI therapists with five maybe with 5-star review, and you are going to get a list of AI therapies tools that you can use. That is the first step of your journey. Then when you find the results, you will try to go through it and explore each of those tools and look. I know you are going to look at the one that the subscription is more lower. That is part of your AI journey. Then, when you are engaged in this AI journey as an individual, all the responsible AI principles that we talked about need to be considered in your final decision of purchasing, of subscribing into that AI app, or downloading the AI app application into your phone. Then let us look at AI journey from an organization point of view. That is a bit complex when you look at an AI journey of an organization. It starts with an internal discussion within the organization, identifying different business areas where they can bring in AI, and not just identifying different business areas. They also have to identify and establish what will be the business outcome. of bringing AI into this line of business. They are going to look at the business objectives, they are going to look at business goals. Sometimes the business objectives and business goals can be internal and can also be external. That is why I said the AI journey from an organizational point of view is so cumbersome. It's a complex process. It involves many step by step processes and approaches. It also involves, you know, outlining different vendors, different AI vendors that can provide the same kind of AI solution. It also involves a discovery section with the various AI vendors. And not just that alone. It also boiled down by requesting each AI vendors to submit their invoice and looking at their various pricing. Then that is why I said the AI journey of an organization is very complex. Now we're looking at the principle of inclusiveness. Sorry for that digression, but I'm trying to take us somewhere, and that's why I'm trying to give us a better background of understanding the principle of inclusiveness. Now, the reason why I started sharing about the AI journey of an individual, the AI journey of an organization. Inclusiveness is an element that must be embraced when you are choosing or selecting an AI solution for your personal use. And I'm going to explain how that works as an individual. Always go for an AI technology or acquire or select an AI technology that is not inclusive in nature or that is not exclusive in nature. It has to be inclusive in nature in the sense that you need to know how the AI technology was built. When the AI technology was launched, was it only launched or manufactured or developed to solve the problem of individuals in a certain region? There are AI technology that can only be used in the United States and can be accepted in Europe because it didn't meet with the policy of that nation. Then, if you are in Africa or you are in Europe and you are using an AI technology that is not approved in Europe, there is a reason for that. Maybe when the AI technology was being built, it was only data set from US that was only used. And that is why every nation, every country, every region always have policies in place before an AI technology can be approved for use. It has to meet certain criteria. And some of the questions they ask these AI manufacturers is when you're building this AI technology, how inclusive is the data set that was used? Did you consider the people in this region when you are building this AI technology, when you are building this AI solution? That is why I decided to give us a description of looking at AI from an individual. There's an AI journey of an individual, there's an AI journey of an organization. Then in your AI journey, make sure that inclusivity or inclusiveness is one thing that you consider before you download any AI application. The AI application you are downloading on your phone, is it acceptable in your country? Is it accepted? I know some people try to bypass their way because you have friends in other countries that are using a particular AI technology, and you're like, oh, they recommend, oh, why don't you use it? You might use it, and the AI technology might be biased because the data set that was used to train that AI technology was only meant for a particular region, and your own region was not considered. That is the reason certain apps, AI apps in the US, can be used in Europe because it didn't meet with their standard. These are critical questions as an individual that you need to ask yourself before downloading an AI app or before you venture into using an AI app for personal use, most especially if you're using it for health reasons. That is very dangerous. And I'm advising you to cease from that practice. Do not use an AI technology for health reason if you do not understand what was the motive behind the AI solution, how it was built, what data set was used, how was the prototype carried out, who were the people who tested the products, who were the organization that certified it to be used for health reasons. Now, when you're using an AI technology that was only considered for one race and didn't consider all races, you are doing yourself a big harm. Then, my advice is use an AI technology that is approved in your region. Do not use an AI technology that is not approved in your region. And that is the reason why we have the principle of inclusiveness. Every AI manufacturer and every AI developer must consider all races, must consider all groups when they are building their AI solution. I hope that gives us more clarity about the principle of inclusiveness. Let's move to the next one. I believe I spoke about this transparency. AI can sometimes seem like magic, but it's important to make users aware of how the system works and any potential limitation it may have. This one is so simple. I will give us a quick use case. What this principle is saying is if an organization will use AI to perform candidate screening, the candidates should be aware that the organization will be using AI to screen them for recruitment purpose or for positions applied. If a bank is using AI to determine your loan application process, you should be informed. That is what the principle is saying. When you're using AI to make any form of decision, you need to inform the recipients. That is very important. Then that is what the concept of transparency. When you're using AI for anything, maybe you use it to create a PowerPoint, you need to tell your audience that an AI was used so that because why is it mandatory? Because AI has the capability of providing misinformation. In order for you not to misinform your audiences and recipients, you are informing them ahead of time that I actually use an AI. Now, why are you asking them to that you are using an AI? Because you want them to make sure that they verify every fact and information that you are disseminating or you are communicating to them. That is why one element of AI technology is human oversight. No AI technology should be expected to operate autonomously without a verification from a human figure. That is the reason why human oversight should be enforced in every organization where AI technology is being implemented and leveraged or used. Hope that makes some sense. Let's go to the next one, accountability. Ultimately, the people and organizations that develop and distribute AI solutions are accountable for their actions. It is important for organizations developing AI models and application to define and apply a framework of governance to help ensure that they apply responsible AI principles to their work. Now, this is so easy. Accountability is a responsibility that must be accepted by individuals that are involved in building AI solution. Anyone that is engaged in implementing AI solution, anyone that is engaged in defining strategy for implementing AI or driving AI solution within an organization is expected to develop a mindset of accountability. Now, let us explore how this actually works. Accountability in the sense that when you are engaged in an AI development, deployment, AI roadmap, you are expected to document every phase of your AI journey. Documentation of the process in the sense that if AI goes wrong, if AI provide misinformed information to the recipient, someone should be responsible to perform a root cause analysis or should be able to provide some form of explanation why the AI behave in a way that is unacceptable or that is unexpected. Now, when an AI technology does not demonstrate or exhibit reliability, safety, explainability, interpretability, the AI is not safe to use, the AI does not respect individual privacy or data privacy, the person who built the AI technology should be responsible for providing answers why the AI technology do not comply with all these responsible AI principles that I mentioned. Then if you are building an AI technology, you are expected to have a mindset of being accountable for the performance of the AI technology, performance whether it is good or bad. The accountability is a trait that all AI technologies, all AI experts, all AI developers, all AI architects, all AI personnel must incorporate for them to practice the development of AI because it's a practice. That is what the practice of artificial intelligence requests that you have to do. And one way to demonstrate accountability is documenting every phase of the AI life cycle. You have to do the check and balances. You have to scrutinize all of the process. You have to ensure that at every phase of the AI life cycle, you comply to the responsible AI principles. And that is what accountability represents in the responsible AI principles. I hope I'm able to provide, fair explanation to all of these principles we just uh, kind of, explore. Now, responsible AI examples. Some examples of scenario where responsible AI practices should be applied include one, an AI-powered college admission system should be tested to ensure it evaluates all applications fairly, taking into account relevant academic criteria, but avoiding unfounded discrimination based on irrelevant demographic factors. Remember, we talk about fairness, that an AI technology should not be biased in decision making. Now, this is the ability of AI to make decision in terms of admission process, or AI is being leveraged as a decision maker during admission process. And the second one is an AI powered robotic solution that uses computer vision to detect objects should avoid unintentional harm or damage. One way to accomplish this goal is to use probability value to determine confidence in object identification before interacting with physical object and avoid any action if the confidence level is below a specific threshold. Now, computer vision is mostly used for individual verification, yeah, identity verification, most especially airports or when you are going to places that where there is sophisticated, security equipment to verify your personality or to verify your person before you gain entrance, into that building or facility. Yeah. Let's move to the next one. A facial identification system used in an airport or the secure area should delete personal image that are used for temporary access as soon as they are no longer required. Additionally, safeguards should prevent the image being made accessible to operators or users who have no need to view them. Now, this is talking about the security and the privacy features of the responsible AI principles. This is something that an organization have to enforce. You have to make sure that if people are using AI technology, it should be safe for them to use. Their personal data and personal information should be protected at all costs. It should be protected. If you are not using those information, try and discard them. Yeah, try and trash them. Do not keep them, because especially if you are holding to individuals' data that are very confidential, then what this use case is saying is do not make it easy accessible. We're talking about security. Okay, let's move to the next. It's a well-based chatbot that offers speech-based interaction should also generate text caption to making the system unusable for users with a hearing impairment. That is, there are individuals that are now this is talking about inclusiveness. Now, build an AI technology that can be used by both the rich and the poor, by both individuals that are physically fit and those that are physically disabled. Are you getting? That is another way you can look about the inclusiveness of an AI technology, where both someone who is deaf, someone who is blind, everyone should be able to use it. AI technology should not be built only for those who are rich. AI technology should not be built for only those who are physically okay. Even the disabled should be able to leverage artificial intelligence. And we can see some recent use cases of someone who is on wheelchair, and through a robotic AI application, they are able to be on their feet. That is what an AI solution should exhibit in terms of its nature, in terms of its operationalization, and that it should be an AI for good, AI that is beneficial to all. It should not be beneficial only to the rich. It should not be beneficial only to individuals who are physically okay or physically fit. Okay, let's move to the next one. A bank that uses an AI based loan approval application should disclose the use of AI and describe the features of the data on which it was trained without revealing confidential information. Here is talking about transparency. If you are using an AI technology to make decision for um, job screening, for loan decision making, or for um, diagnosis, reasons. You have to inform the recipient how you are using the AI technology, and how are you going to arrive in terms of decision made by the AI? How are you going to validate it? The recipient should be aware of how this is being done with artificial intelligence. And this encouraging the principle of transparency. You have to be transparent if you are using AI. When you are using AI, especially if there is a recipient, they should be informed that artificial intelligence is being leveraged. Okay, I think this brings us to the end of our AI spotlight teaching series. Before the end of today, I'm going to post the link and you can follow. And tomorrow, we're going to start another learning pathway. I hope you learn. If you miss it, please, if you're on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, just go to my previous post. You should be able to find yourself. But you're unable to find it, please do not hesitate to ping me, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you so much for spending time with me to go through this teaching series, and talk to you guys soon and see you in the next episode, and do have a great week ahead. Take care. Bye.